He's Blake. I'm Ronnie. All the good names are taken. October Blake. And today, it's a good day. Dead Heat, Blake. 1987? 1988?
Yep.
Which one?
Horror.
Okay, so you're going to say this is not a horror movie.
Right.
But it's probably not. I mean, it's got Joe Piscapo in it. It's got Treat Williams, who me and you had me on the hunt last night trying to figure out why you know Treat Williams. I know you've never seen Deep Rising.
Mm.
You've never seen Everclear, Everwood, whatever the name of that show he was in. You've never seen any of the movies that he supposedly became famous for, 1941 or 43, whatever the name of it was.
Nope.
With some bit parts in some movies in the 80s. He was in a bunch of different series after he got older, and now he's dead. I don't know how you know his face other than the conversation me and you had the other day, which was he looks like every other actor in the 1980s, bit part guy. He looks like Dirk Benedict from the A-Team, so he could have been in tag team. He looks like Tony Goldwyn, who got the spear shoved up his crotch in Friday 13th Part 6 and had Willie kill Patrick Swayze in Ghost.
Hey, Willie, you dead.
You're dead, Willie.
When I think about Ghost, I don't think about him doing the mud thing or anything like that. I think about a couple of things actually. First thing that comes to my mind is, "Hey Willie, you dead," and then the Puerto Rican gets brought down into the ground. Next thing I think about is that bald-headed guy on the subway, teaches him how to kick the can. And third is the fact that Patrick Swayze possessed Whoopi Goldberg to kiss Demi Moore. So that means Whoopi Goldberg kissed Demi Moore in real life.
It's beautiful, Molly. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm out. I can't remember why Tony Goldwyn had Patrick Swayze killed in Ghost. Do you remember?
Owed him money.
Was it money? No.
Yeah. I think he bet the Packers, and he bet them big.
Y'all put it in the chat. Why did Tony Goldwyn kill Patrick Swayze in Ghost? Ditto, Molly. Got a lot of notes, Blake. First off, these detectives, we joined them in progress, sort of like Lethal Weapon 2, when Roger and Riggs are chasing after the South Africans and they're destroying.
It's obvious right away this is not a horror movie. Like there is no build up like there usually is with the movies you pick. Right away, it's a buddy cop movie, comedy, very little action.
There's a lot of action to start it.
Yeah, that's true. The opening scene, there's a lot of action. I'll take that back, but
they used over 1 million rounds.
Maybe the horror is coming. No, right away. This is a buddy cop movie. Joe Piscopo. There's nothing horror about this. Okay, now let's finish the movie.
Oh, technically, this whole month is not called 31 Days of Horror anymore. It's just called 31 Days.
Oh, well.
So we could watch On Golden Pond again. The names of these detectives, did you make any kind of connection, Blake? Mortis and Bigelow. Wrestler names. No?
I definitely recognized, when I heard Bigelow, I did think Bam Bam Bigelow, but I wasn't thinking like there was a connection there. I didn't think that the people who made the movie were wrestling fans.
Well, Mortis wasn't around for like another 9 years, but still. Who better than Canyon? You're right. It's not a horror movie, but it's got horror elements. And the horror elements, is Vincent Price shows up in this movie. He's definitely horror. Billy Madison's dad's in this movie. And you know right off the bat that Billy Madison's dad is the bad guy. Even though for the whole hour and 20 of this hour and 30-minute movie, he's some bumbling guy that works at the morgue, but he always pops up. And you're like, why is the dad from A Christmas Story, Kojak, the Night Stalker, or whatever his name was, why is he constantly popping up? He can't be a good guy. He's got to be behind these zombies that are going around robbing diamond and jewelry shops. And that's what the movie Blake was talking about. It's not a horror movie, but there are undead criminals robbing jewelry shops all over town, and Mortis and Bigelow get stuck in the middle of it. So
Billy, eat your soup. Check your other pocket. The change.
I love that you're on a natural kick this whole month.
It's
You
not
brought
that
up
I'm
the
on a
natural when we
kick.
did when we did Misery, and you talked about that guy being the assistant coach in The Natural, and I never would have put that together.
What else is he in?
I would have never, and I had forgotten that the dad from A Christmas Story is in The Natural as well.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the bad guy.
It ain't like I'm pulling it out of nowhere. It's all connected. Just
Well,
like
people watch this.
Saved by
People-
the Bell's connected to whatever movie we did.
Can we connect Joe Piscapo to Saved by the Bell?
Yes, we can. Joe Piscapo's in a movie Sidekicks with the main star who killed himself. He was in an episode of Saved by the Bell the college years.
Was he really?
He brought the turkey. He showed up and brought him the turkey.
Jonathan Brandis was in an episode of Saved by the Bell. Dude, that might be the quickest we've connected anybody to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I love it. Review over. No, but Blake, there's got to be some good things about this movie. I remember watching this movie as a kid, Blake. This movie was 87. I watched it when I was 7. If it was 88, I watched it when I was 8. But here's the thing. The scene that stuck with me in this movie the most, when I think about Dead Heat, is the ending where Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo walk off, and you know they're decomposing. Everything is like fogged up or smoked up, so it's almost like they're walking into the afterlife, and they're going off to die, sort of like Sundance, Butch and Sundance. Let's connect that wonderful movie to this. But at the time when I was 8, I didn't put into context exactly what all had happened in this movie. So, back to the beginning for everybody still watching. Mortis and Bigelow foil a robbery of a jewelry store where these two guys with Uzis are out front, and they just shoot each other for like 2 hours. These guys are taking bullets left and right. Fortunately for the cops, one of them drops a grenade and blows up himself. And Treat Williams gets the Jim Belushi in K9 routine. He grabs a car and flies by to use the door to cock the shotgun, which was kind of cool. Sort of like The Rock in whatever that movie was. But he also uses the car to run right into one of the bad guys, just destroying him, disintegrating him.
It reminded me of the TV movie 88 Minutes. You ever watch that, Ronnie?
No.
So I think it was in California. Latimer and somebody else robbed a bank.
It's always Latimer.
It took 88 minutes. And the thing with this is they had like every assault weapon. This happened in real life in the mid-90s. They had every assault weapon you could imagine. They were wearing like armor from head to toe. There was only 2 parts.
I know what you're talking about.
There was only 2 parts of the body that was exposed. They had a strip where they could see. And then like 80-something minutes into the shootout, the policeman thought to shoot their feet because I think they had steel-toe boots on, but they didn't have anything guarding their feet, so they shot their feet, and that's how they was able to get them down. But
remember when Latimer?
They made a TV.
Remember when Latimer talked about the guy that played Leatherface?
Toby Hooper's sons, or whoever it was, I can't remember.
Gunnar Hansen.
Gunnar Hansen was a piece of shit, fat.
The day he died, the Latimer was on Twitter talking about him. He didn't even let the body get cold. But we're right into it, Blake, because we're at the morgue in this location, this coroner that you think is going to be a main star in the movie, and I guess technically she is. Mm-hmm. She's like, I did an autopsy on these guys the other day, and here comes the Night Stalker in there to say, nah, she's crazy. But what I want to focus on is this. Joe Piscopo has some wonderful one-liners in this movie, and by wonderful, I mean terrible, to the point where I think, Blake, one of the faults of this movie is they tried a little too hard to let us know that Joe Piscopo is a goofball. This is prime Joe Piscopo. He had just hit the roids. He was trying to be a movie star. Dude was jacked to the gills. He's beautiful. Hair was terrible. Face was terrible. But who cares? Everything. I mean, he's Butterface, but everything else was prime. I don't know why he didn't spend his whole career doing these B and C movies, straight to video store cop movies, Blake.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, you got this look, and you got this guy who has a natural charisma, who's funny, and he can somewhat act. I would argue that he can act better than Chuck Norris, Van Damme.
You're 2 for 2.
Maybe
Jim
not,
Belushi.
maybe not Stallone or Arnold. It's close. Maybe he can act better than them two. But anyway, regardless, you see the point I'm making. What happened, Ronnie?
With the right script, he's awesome. You just look at Sidekicks. Sidekicks gave him good material, and he was maybe the best part about Sidekicks.
Oh, yeah.
How over the top he was. He could have been B and C movie bad guys. He could have been the buddy to the cop, Michael Dudikoff. He could have been in all those movies in the 80s. To answer your question, I don't know what happened unless there was just a stigma on him for being Joe Piscopo. I can't believe Eddie Murphy didn't bring Joe Piscopo into one of his movies. Put it in the chat because they were like best friends on Saturday Night Live doing all those skits together. Did Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo have a falling out or something? Let us know in the comments.
He should have been in Galaxy Quest.
They end up in this place, Blake. I don't know what they do, but apparently there's a room in there where they get rid of dogs by decompressing the room. We're like 15 minutes into the movie, and Treat Williams gets thrown into a decompression chamber and dies. Meanwhile, Joe Piscopo's fighting this big biker-looking dude that was sort of built like the guy from The Mask and Son-in-Law. That was like, hell with the mashed potatoes, Theo. But he had two faces, and you couldn't kill him, but eventually they do kill him. They're trying to bust the window of the decompression chamber. Why didn't Joe Piscopo just shoot the glass out? We could have saved him.
I don't think you want to shoot the glass out, Ronnie, of a machine that's running. You never know what's going to happen.
There's a chick at this place that they're going to question that you think is going to be the love interest or something. It turns out, Blake, she's one of these undead people. She was brought back by Vincent Price. There's also, they leave Mortis laying in the floor, dead, long enough for the coroner lady to show up, long enough for the coroner lady to say, I want to see the body. So her and Piscopo and Treat Williams' dead bodies laying there, and she puts him on this machine that they find in the back, and she immediately knows how to work this machine, Blake, and she types the commands into it, and the machine brings Treat Williams back to life, even though none of his organs are working on the inside when she checks his vitals, and he's back. And she automatically, Blake, she's so smart. She knows that the process, the body starts decomposing even faster, and he should, in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days, whatever she said, he's going to completely decompose. How did she know that?
She's a scientist. I will say one positive about this. By the way, you're doing a fantastic job. This movie sucks for everyone out there in YouTube land. This movie sucks. There's nothing redeemable about it. There's some really good makeup in this. And Treat Williams, as the movie goes on, his face and him becoming more and more dead. They do a bit where he wears lipstick to try to look more alive. That was funny. That got me.
They talk like that's great.
Yeah.
You look great, Roger.
And then he does it at the end of it. When Zombie Joe, I'm sorry, I'm getting to the end. When Zombie Joe Piscopo is choking the crap out of him, he's like, Roger, remember the lipstick. It's my shade. Like that right there. And that's what brings Piscopo out of it. Blake's right, though. The best part of this movie, and it was the only positive note I had, because revisiting this movie after about 10 years probably, it's my kind of movie. It's right, and Blake's probably shaking his head right now. I'm not looking at the screen. But it's my kind of movie. It's right up my alley. I could watch it 2 or 3, 5, 60 times a year and be happy with it. But it's not going to be for everybody. No. They killed Joe Piscopo off in a surprising fashion that's hilarious, where they come back and he's upside down in an effing fish tank.
Just hanging in a room, Ronnie. And you're like, wait a minute. This is the star of the movie, and he's dead.
He's in the fish tank with his legs straight up in the air. And they bring him back at the end of it. And when it's revealed Vincent Price is supposedly dead, but he's really not. And then the girl that's supposedly his daughter, she just like in one of the coolest scenes of the movie, she goes, "They said they'd keep me alive forever, and they lied to me." And like she just disintegrates in front of Mortis, which posed my biggest question of the movie that I'm going to ask in a minute, Blake. Then we're there with Billy Madison's dad. Vincent Price shows up. There's like a circular room of the richest people in the world. And Vincent Price says, "We have found a way to live forever. All it's going to cost you is half your fortune. Then you have forever to make it back."
Yeah.
And they never explain, Blake, how exactly it keeps somebody alive forever, because we're watching Treat Williams disintegrate and decompose in real life. And even at the end of it, when Zombie Bigelow and Zombie Mortis are taking out everybody, they're standing there, and Vincent Price is like, save the machine, and I'll be able to tell you how to live forever. But I was thinking there was going to be some redeeming moment in the movie where they're able to fix our main characters and allow them to survive. No, we never get any of that. Bigelow and Mortis destroy the machine and start laughing, not to mention earlier in the movie, we find out that the mortician chick that was romantically linked to Treat Williams, she dies off screen too. I don't know if this is a situation like an Ellie Age Jabber where she's like, I'm out of this movie, just get rid of me. But I mean, everybody dies. And then our main characters walk off at the end of it. You know, great line, by the way. I think this is the end of a beautiful friendship as they wander off into the title, the titular song, I can't say it, the title song, Dead Heat.
Yeah, I love that the bad guy, there's no price on this machine. I love that. It's half of what you got. And all these people are supposedly billionaires. So it doesn't matter if you have, $1 billion or $500 billion. It's going to cost half of what you got. And I love that aspect of it. But to me, you want to make this movie better, you have Piscapo and Treat Williams. You have both of them get killed in the opening scene. And
yes.
And they're activated by this machine. And now you got these two dead comedic cops who are throughout the entire movie foiling these bad guys' plans because the bad guys can't kill them. It don't matter what they do, they cannot kill them. And then at the end, the zombie cops win and they go to heaven, because that's what they're doing. They're both walking toward the light at the end as they're cracking their jokes.
Which makes no sense because Piscapo should have more time because he was just brought back. He should have more time before he decomposes than Treat Williams. But I mean, I'm not going to question their genius.
You're not going to question Dead Heat?
I stink, I know.
It was okay. It was. I know I'm trashing it. It really wasn't a bad watch. It's just when you go into a movie and you're thinking it's going to be a horror movie and Joe Piscopo's making you laugh the whole time, you're just like, it just kind of throws you off. If I watch this on a normal day, not non-October, I'm probably giving this like a 5.
It's good.
This is like a 4. This is a 4.
These two guys, I was going to say like a 5 point. I'm going to say 5.5. These guys have good chemistry together. It was very bad writing. I think with the right, I'm going to say right a bunch of times. Let me put it this way: the correct set of writers. I think these two could have been very, very amazing with each other. But there's so many loopholes and holes in general in this movie that some of these bad guys look like true blue zombies that like they can't think, but some of them can think, and sort of like Kojak the Night Stalker or whatever his name was. Later in the movie at the end, he says, your buddy Bigelow, he was brain dead for hours, so he's just going to be able to do whatever we say. So I guess the longer you've been dead, the more likely you are just to be like a regular zombie. You nailed it on the head. Treat Williams' makeup in this movie is outstanding. The makeup of the other zombies reminds me of Night of the Comet a little bit. I don't know if you remember that movie, Blake, or if you've ever seen it, but it's similar to that. It's a real good 90-minute movie, and by real good, I mean cheesy and lame, and and fun if you want to have a laugh. So, but go out and check it out. A lot of outs in that. Go check it out in the comments. Tell us what you think about Dead Heat. I know a bunch of people this entire month has been following along with us, watching some of the movies, because I've had some people reach out and go, yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch that one that y'all were watching. I can't. A lot of people watch Blood Shack, Blake, and that sort of turned them off to any of our other recommendations like LA Age Jabber, especially when you said it was worse. So that's Dead Heat, Blake, and this month is almost dead.
Has this been, I'm not going to say easiest because you do all the work, but has this been the easiest October we've had?
Yeah, it's been very, very simple.
Yeah.
I have not run into many problems. One major one,
Yeah.
but we got that cleaned up. And the rest has been pretty simple. I mean, it has, and we've had a couple of these videos, I don't know, I guess hit the Hindu algorithm and blow up some big numbers. When it's all said and done, this is going to be the most watched 31 days we've ever had. And I can say that with a few days left. Like, so thank you, everybody, for watching and spreading the word and liking and all that stuff.
Spread the word.
What are the day's legs?